Hi everyone, Elvira here. I hope God and the angels blessed you good this week. I know God and the angels were good to me this week. Had great workouts, ate healthy, lost some more weight. I'm all excited. And I'm not doing a cooking show tonight. I'm just going to do an information video. I actually been working on a recipe for a stir fry, and it actually turned out. So I will share it with all of you next week. It's pretty healthy and low carbs, low fat. Awesome. And this is what the old Elvira looked like, 310 pounds, right here. And this is me now, almost 170 pounds down. And yeah, I got baggy clothes on, but that's okay because I've been working today, cleaning and all that good stuff. You know, it's the weekend. But I wanted to give some insight. When I first started at 310 pounds, it was very hard. I ate regular food, and they were like, okay, we're just going to count calories. So I just started counting calories. And then after I started counting the calories, that's what we did. It was, and I tried to eat low carb, you know, low fat and everything. And when I first started, it was really hard because I was always hungry, but I use Fit Team. That's why you see me always drinking my Fit Team when I'm there. That helps curb my appetite. Some people might not like the taste of it, but it helps boost your immune system too. My immune system was very down and low when I started. And when I mean down, I mean it was really bad. But now I don't have that. I mean, I'm pretty healthy, and the last 2.5 years is probably about the best health I've had in the last 8 years. And it took me about 5 years to gain all that weight. And people always told me, oh, you don't have to worry about what your weight is, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you do, because my legs were hurting all the time. I could barely get around. There was times I couldn't lay on my back. I can lay anyway now on my back, on my side, and I can breathe. Before I couldn't, and what it was is my heart was just starting to give out. And that's what's made me realize that I had to get the weight off. And when I found my trainers, it was just a fluke. And I couldn't ask for better trainers. I have two. They work together. The one, he's my main trainer, and when I first started, I used to get mad. I mean, we would just be like, it would take me forever just to run down the turf. And 10 laps, sometimes it took me about 20 minutes just to do 10 laps. I mean, I was bad. And then I felt like a beached whale. Well, finally, I got better and stuff, and I can run 2 miles in about 20 minutes. That's pretty good. That's awesome. And I use a stair stepper in there every day, and I use a treadmill. Do I like it? No. But I do because, I have things I have to do. And on circuit, just like the other day, we had circuit, and I was, I got rained out, and I was pushing hard. I was going for 35, but he said that was unrealistic. But I seen how dark it was getting, and I had a minute on the bike, a minute on the skier, 135 sumo deadlift, 5 reps, 40 jump ropes. With the jump rope always gets me. And then I had 10 tire hits you hit with the sledgehammer thing, with 10 with your right, 10 with your left. And then we have a bigger tire that I flip. And I had to do 5 flips and then run down the sidewalk. Well, on the 4th round, I seen it was getting dark, and I thought maybe I should just go ahead and do the last ones and then just go in. But it started to rain, and I thought, okay, heck, I'll just finish in the rain. It came down so hard with thunder and lightning, I had to finish inside. So I had all the stuff I told you I did inside except the tires. So then I had a sled push. I had 4 rounds of that. So I ended up at 41:17, and I was sort of mad because I was doing good. I think I could have knocked a minute off and stuff, but I was really pushing because I seen how dark it was getting, and I was praying to God and angels, please don't let it rain. 5th round, it got me. And I have to be able to do that in 45 to 55 minutes, those 5 rounds. And each week I get something different. But when I was this size, when I started with my trainer, my main trainer, we would just sit up, sit down, sit up, sit down. And I watch everybody else do all these, fun things. And he said, one day when you get the weight off, you get to do the fun things. See, now I get to do the fun things, and to me, that's cool. I don't use fad diets. I tried all those. They don't work. I tried everything over the counter. They don't work. And if you do lose the weight, you get it back. And I realized that if you want to be healthy, you got to put yourself number one, and you have to make the time to work out. If you don't work out, it's not going to work. You might lose the weight, but it's not going to stay off. I've been very fortunate. Mine does stay off. I do plateau sometimes, and it's because, we all get stressed, we all get depressed, and I want to eat. And I do. I just you know, and it's like I'm like a little Pac-Man, a little pack rat, you know, and stuff. And you know, when I go to the store, sometimes I gotta make sure that I'm not hungry, because if I do, I'll go to the cookie aisle, or I'll go to the chip aisle, and I want them chips, and I want them pretzels, you know, and or I want some cheese crackers. You know, we all get that way, and I get that way myself, but I have to train myself, and I train myself, and I've trained myself now that I don't do that. And you have to train yourself. You have to put yourself number one. If you think you're just gonna eat and lose weight and not work out, yeah, you might lose the weight, but you're not going to lose it the right way. I've actually lost it the right way. And every time I go into the gym, you know, people say, man, you know, you're like a little beast. I like that name, because you know what? I'm proud. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care, because they don't pay my bills. And when they pay my bills, they can tell me what to do. Until then, forget it. And yeah, people are probably, you know, jealous of me now because of the success I've made with the weight loss. But you know what? I did it for me. I didn't do it for anybody else. You've got to do it for yourself. Because if you don't do it for yourself, it's not going to work. And if you think, oh, I can just count calories, you know, and don't work out, try it. I've done it. We've all done it. And you gain weight back, and you gain extra. I don't always like working out, like I said, but I do go. And you know what? My trainers make it fun. We work on different things. Last week I was doing trap bar. I pulled 195 3 reps. With the band, it was like, my main trainer says like 210 or 215. Well, on a 1 max rep, that's what I would have, is 210. And I couldn't get it up on the 200 pounds with the band, and I was like, because I have Dan's my main trainer, and then I have Andrew. Andrew I deadlift with, and I deadlift, and that's like, I love deadlifting. And squatting and lunges I hate. And we ended up, what was it? I couldn't get it up, and I said, how about we take the band off and I'll pull that way? He says, don't you even think of pulling it, you know? And I was like laughing, because I know I can pull without the band, and that band was like a green band. It was resistance. You stand on it, and then you got to pull the trap bar up. And you know, and it's cool because you test yourself, and you build muscle, you build strength. I mean, look at that. I have muscle, and I've never had muscle. And you know, when you see that like that with the muscle and stuff, I'm gaining muscle, and to me, that's cool. You know, I'm gaining muscle. I haven't had any surgeries for excess fat. It turns into muscle. It takes a while, but it can be done. And all you have to do is put yourself number one and work out. I always have God and the angels in my life, and when things get tough, I say, hey, God and angels, help me, you know, and they do. They're always there for all of us, but we have to ask. And you know what? If you put yourself first and you really want to get healthy, get yourself a trainer. Trainers aren't that expensive like you think, and they're well worth the money. I know when I always wanted to get a trainer years ago, and I thought I could never afford it. You know what? I pay them every month. They're on auto pay. They're a bill, and I enjoy it. And, you know, I have to take one day off because I got to stain my deck. I was able to power wash my deck this year. I did it all myself. I'm able to stain this year all by myself. You know, wash my trailer. I can do all that. When I was fat, I had to pay all that money out. That's ridiculous. You know what? I'm not going to be fat anymore. This Elvira is gone forever. This Elvira, she's never coming back. This Elvira is staying, the new one, because I like it. You know, I'm not hurting. I'm healthy. I have fun. I ride my bike all the time. I go sit by the water when I'm home, and I do things. I get to do things. I took a nap on the deck yesterday because I had to power wash that deck one more time, and that's a lot of work. And then I had to clean the yard up from the storms, and we got storms all week at home, so I'll have a disaster next week. But you know what? It's fun. To have the life that I have now, I never thought I'd get my old life back, and I did. Every day I thank my trainers, because without them I could not have gotten as far as I did, and I'm very blessed. But I will share that recipe next week, that stir fry I made. I took a recipe that I had, and I changed it a little bit. And I changed the seasonings, and I wanted to see how it turned out. It turned out really good. So I'll share that with you. And I hope everybody has a blessed week. Work out, eat healthy, count your calories, count your carbs, count your fat, count your proteins. Keep God and the angels in your life. Work out. Put yourself number one, because anybody can lose the weight. You just got to stick yourself as number one. Say, hey, look, I'm important. I'm this beautiful person inside and out. Who cares what people think? Because you know what? When you're dead and gone someday, they'll say, well, you know, I should have visited. Well, that's too late. Put yourself number one and realize you're important. Because if you're not going to do it, nobody's going to do it for you. I know. Because when I was fat, people made fun of me. They used me and everything else. I don't have a lot of friends, but I don't care. The ones I do have are good friends. Because you find out who your friends really are when it comes time later on. And you know what? Life's short. And I almost died from being too fat. It's not fun. I got a second chance at life, and so can you. You just got to stick yourself number one and say, hey, I'm this beautiful person inside and out. I'm going to work out. If I can do it, you can do it. This is the old Elvira, 310 pounds. Hard to believe that was me. I was a size 26W, 3X and 4X, and I am down to a size 10 in shorts, a size 6 in underwear, and I am a medium in a dress, and a medium in a shirt. In jeans, I'm probably about a size 12, because my 14s are too big and they fall down all the time. But I'm so proud where I came from. I can get into skinny jeans, you know, and you go into some place and they'll be like, Elvira, you look so good, you know, you're so tiny. But I work out, and believe me, I'm a little beast in the gym. Some days I don't like the treadmill, and some days I don't like the stair stepper, but I do it because you know what? I look at where I'm at today, and I look at what I've accomplished all week. I wouldn't have been able to do it without my trainers. Dan's my main trainer, and Andrew. Andrew lets me deadlift, and I get to deadlift with him, and that's what I do on Tuesdays. All I do is deadlift, and then I have to squat with Dan, and then and then like on circuit, sometimes Andrew will mess with me, and I'll be like, you know, and stuff, and he'll catch it if I make a mistake, and he'll yell because, you know, he's my trainer too. I work with him on Tuesday and Thursdays, and I work out with Dan Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and with Andrew Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays, I deadlift all day, and then I either have hip thrusts, and last week I had this big old sandbag, about 50, 60 pounds. You have to throw it on your shoulder and throw it down because I got a 60-pound met ball, and I can't get it over my shoulder. So I've been doing that. And then I carry a 25-pound med ball like this, you know, like they do in the older countries, you know, where they carry water. And you have to walk around the gym twice with that, on each one on the left shoulder and then on the right shoulder. And then on Thursdays, I squat, and we sometimes max out. And when you have to do 100, I almost messed my form up on a 105-pound squat. And, you know, sometimes we'll do as many reps as I can, and I get stuck on the med ball. I'll be like, Andrew, I'm stuck, we ain't going anywhere. And then he has to get the bar off me, and then I just fall off the ball and get up. And then I bench. Now my benching, I only do maybe 75, 80. I'm not that strong on the top, but there are girls that are really stronger than me. But deadlifting, I can pull some heavy weight, but benching, for some reason, I'm just a little weaker on the top. But I think a lot has to do is because when I was obese and fat, my lower body carried all the fat, and I think that's part of it. And then it's part too, he says, just because, you know, being a woman. But that's my workout. And then with Dan, I do certain machines, you know, leg machines on Tuesday, which means I won't have any legs by the end of the day. And it's fun. And, you know, I know what I need to do, and I do it. And I'm thankful every day for trainers. And I truly believe that anybody could get a trainer. You just got to set your mind to it and make yourself number one and say you want to do this and you want to be healthy. God bless everyone. I'll see you next week with a healthy recipe for that stir fry I made. And stay healthy. Keep God and the angels in your life. Work out and put yourself number one. I'll see you next week. Bye. Love you all. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Bye.